Yeah, we get to save a lot more lives.
Yeah, and
that's what that does.
I'm Matt Johnson, and this is the Run Across Texas, 888 miles from Oklahoma to Mexico, all to raise money for veterans. Good morning from day 13. We are in Fredericksburg, Texas, getting ready to take off. San Antonio tomorrow, but I have a very, very, very good friend joining me today, the CEO of GoBundance, Matt King. We have something super, super exciting to tell you guys about, but first, we're gonna get in about probably about an hour run?
about an hour.
We're gonna get in about an hour run. We'll tell you guys something cool once we get warmed up. We are 34 minutes in, 2.6 miles. Like I told you guys earlier, Matt King from GoBundance is out here. I'm gonna let Matt kind of tell you guys the story here on what's going on.
When I started following Matt's journey, I was incredibly inspired. I'm always a believer in doing hard shit on purpose, and this guy is like in the dictionary for doing hard shit on purpose. And when I saw what he was running for across Texas about getting veterans into community, it really resonated with me because I've been a part of the GoBundance community for 13 years now, and I've seen the power of community. There's this saying that eagles soar with eagles, they don't soar with pigeons. And what Valor Fit's doing is it's making sure that those eagles, when they're in the military, can remain eagles through the community that they get put back into through the CrossFit community. And so we were just at our big GoBundance event. We had 300 guys there, and I told them a little bit more about what Matt was doing. And GoBundance had already contributed $10,000 to Matt's journey. And I told them, hey guys, Jelly Roll's supporting this guy. Jelly Roll's in for 20,000, can we beat that? And we raised more money in 15 minutes than I could have ever imagined. And at the end of this morning run, we're gonna present Matt and Valor Fit with a check that I think is not just gonna beat the goal, but blow the goal out of the water and put a lot of brave men and women who fought for this country, fought for our right to do things like what Matt's doing here, back into community so they don't feel alone. So look, man, I shared with the GoBundance members what you're up to, Run Across Texas, challenge them to step up in a big way. We're incredibly excited and honored to be able to present you, Valor Fit, with a $50,000 donation from our GoBundance members to support you, the Run Across Texas, but more importantly, to support the veterans.
Yeah.
People who defend this country and need community more than anything.
That's
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Yay!
Yeah, we get to save a lot more lives.
Yeah, and
that's what that does.
The other thing I want to do is I want to figure out a way to sponsor some of your Valor Fit athletes to come to some of our GoBundance events, regardless of their credentials, so they can see what it's like being around hard-charging entrepreneurs, and they can learn from those guys, maybe work for those guys, and be a part of our community just like they're a part of yours. Yeah, look, you guys are the true heroes, man. The men and women that save this country, defend this country, give us our freedom. It's the honor of our members, the honor of our organization to be able to support what you're doing, what those brave men and women are doing, and make sure that they don't feel alone. Everybody needs community.
Yeah, man, you nailed it. It's we can do so much, and we can put those veterans in a position to succeed. And with that money, we get to do it a whole lot more.
That's right, man. That's
Absolutely.
right.
It just shows that I'm surrounding myself with all the correct people. And it's just, God confirming to me that I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. And, I feel like he put this on my heart where I needed to do it again. And I already talked about this with you, where I was like, I didn't do it good enough last time.
Yeah.
And then, and like I told you this morning, I said, everything that I asked for, he has given me. Make it harder. Bring in more money. Let us do more things. I'm fucking a lot better than I was the last time.
Where are you headed?
What's up, dude?
We're going to Mexico.
What's up?
So Brooks is here. Brooks is running an ultramarathon every single day to sell bags of Earthy. It is a Whole Foods coffee alternative. So if you're interested in that, here is their @ go check them out on Instagram. Buy some bags from Brooks because this motherfucker needs to stop running. He's about to have a baby. So buy as many bags as you can. Get him off his feet. And then we have 2 locals that are coming out to run with us.
Colby. I'm from San Antonio originally, and I work at a state hospital. We saw this opportunity come up. We're like, let's go do it.
Show up. He's down the street.
Yeah.
We gotta show up.
Yeah. She was off. I said, I'm gonna call in.
I made him call in.
Oh, call it.
My name's Stephanie Hasso. Thank you for letting us join. My fiance's back there, Christina Chavarria. She's driving. She drove us over here. She's the real one for this.
Cheers to the miles, baby. All right, YouTube, we are back again with this action-packed day. We are 3 hours and 24 minutes in, almost 15 miles. Justin has now showed up. He is the COO and co-founder of SET. Something that was very important to me in my athletic journey this year was steering away from the use of nicotine during athletic events. And by during, I mean while I'm actively doing it. They formulated a pouch that goes on your lip that has L-theanine and a new ingredient called serotonin in it. And the really cool thing about L-theanine is that it's known and studied to be a vasodilator, which means that it dilates your blood vessels and allows blood to flow more efficiently throughout your body. You know, I feel like last year we didn't do a good enough job explaining like why is it important.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like this year, you know, the why that it's important is because veterans, you know, we're so used to having brotherhood and camaraderie and family and people around all the time in the barracks, you know?
Yep.
And then you get out of the service and where do you go? Probably a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're alone and you're isolated. And then that is where the depression hits. That's where the addiction, you know, comes prevalent. That's where the lives are taken. Having Valor Fit and putting veterans into fitness puts them back into that camaraderie, back into the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and, you know, keeps them from falling into that dark abyss.
Man, there's so many people that get out of the military, and it's like that community is so important. And when you leave, being able to kind of wake up, work out, eat, you know, do all of those things with the same group every day, like it just feels like you've kind of lost something.
I think about like the relationships that you build. So my best friend in the military, we met each other on literally day zero at reception.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't see him for 7 years after I left, and he was in my wedding. And I didn't see him for 7 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, we would just, you know, we'd chat every now and then, but like I knew that, you know, like he was that close to me.
Yeah.
And we built that much of a relationship that, you know, when you don't have that anymore, and if I didn't have that capability of having him come out, you know, you miss it. Day 13, baby. It's crazy how emotions work. You know, this morning presented with a check for $50,000 for Valor Fit. We went over $100,000 donated total. And it was one of the tougher days for me mentally just to get rolling. You know, we were going through cities and going on back roads that were sideways, and it's just, this shit's just tough, and you have to know how to balance emotion, and you have to know how to balance. And, you know, it goes back to the entitlement thing. Like, you are not entitled to a good day when you wake up. You are not entitled to a good run. You are not entitled to anything. And that's just what this reminder has been, is that, you know, I don't know. I'm still, you know, as we're working through this story and what will be wrote on the final chapter, I just, you know, I know we're going to get there. I know we're probably going to get there and finish on Saturday, but I'm still trying to figure out what this story's about. And it's a mental battle every single day. And, you know, today at about mile 37, I came back to the entitlement thing. And it's, you know, that I'm not, you can fucking wake up and feel the best. You can castor oil your legs. You can wrap your fucking legs. You can put Be Jolly on. You can take all of your supplements, all of your vitamins. You can do everything right. And you can wake up and you are not entitled to have a good day. That's how it goes. So still navigating that. And, you know, because you think like you drop 50, you know, you go through this, I go through, you know, I dropped 53, which was the goal, and then I dropped 52, and then I had the Achilles injury, and we dropped 30, and then we built back up. We dropped 2 50s in a row, and then I go 46, 42. And maybe tomorrow we drop another 50, or maybe tomorrow we drop 39. You just, you don't know in this type of atmosphere. And that's the most frustrating thing is trying to just, you know, keep on going. And that's what we're going to do, is just keep going and keep figuring out what the story is that's going to be wrote. Appreciate you guys tuning in once again. See you tomorrow.